Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been quite a while since I uploaded a video, so I've had a lot of people asking me to add more content to my channel. Unfortunately, the software I was using was a free trial version, so I had to find another software program to use to record my screen. I'm still working through the bugs, so please bear with me. Hopefully the audio is okay on this version. I'm starting a new series here, and I'm calling it Looking Through Lincolns. I'm going to start this one off with 1988. We're going to take an in-depth look at this year on Lincoln cents and look at some double die varieties as well as some transitional reverse varieties. There's been quite a few questions being asked. By the way, I am part of the Coin Op group on Facebook. I spend a lot of my time on there answering questions. If you're not part of this group yet, you should be. Quite a few of us who are admins or moderators in the group, and we try to answer everybody's questions and spread knowledge. We also have a sales group, Coin Op Sales and Trades Only. This group is specifically for buying and selling only, no discussions. The normal Coin Op group is for discussions. So once again, if you're not part of these two groups, you should be. Let's get right into it here. 1988, this is doubledie.com. I'll show you how to get to this, specifically to look for double dies. Go to the home page. You can read about the site. That's Mr. John Wexler right there. Good man. He has a lot of information on this site. So head over to Double Die Listings, a link on the left hand side. Once you get here, in this case you want to click Memorial Cents and scroll down to 1988 and click that link as well. Now you'll find some minor double dies listed here. You can see some separation in the G, the D. Problem with these minor double dies is if you are searching circulated rolls like I do, it's going to be really hard to find these once they get circulated and worn down and color changes to a dark brown. It's harder to find these. These minor double dies are going to be easier to find in uncirculated rolls. Now one like this here, where there's a little bit of extra thickness on the 8, you may be able to find that in a circulated roll, but the problem is a circulated coin, if it takes a hit by something else, another coin, it could actually flatten out the devices like the numbers and could give you the same type of look. That's where you need to start looking for die markers. This site also has close-up pictures of die markers. Here's a nice little notch on that one, but once again, these are hard to find. So I wanted to show you a really well-known double die here. It's a doubled earlobe. Everybody looks for the 84, maybe the 97, but there's a bunch of other years that also have the doubled earlobes, and 88 is one of them. Now if you look at this one, this is a really dramatic double die. It's very similar to the 1984, where you can clearly see another outline of the earlobe below the top one there. There's also doubling in the hair details immediately surrounding the ear. These are harder to see, but if you look real close right here, you will see that is basically the same as this. It's doubled just like the earlobe is. So that's one thing I definitely look for in 1988. Of course I look for everything, but this one here is easier to find. Well, I should say it's easier to see, not easier to find. There's only a few known to exist, but they are out there. These marks here are not scratches on the coin. These are called die abrasion marks. That's from when they try to refresh the die and they basically grind it or use a wire wheel or a wire brush to clean up the face of the die. They're also used as die markers. So if you ever find one of these doubled earlobes, there's a good chance that it's going to have those marks, just like this one. Right here's a die gouge, another die marker. Should be visible even on a circulated coin. You got die abrasion lines right above the bridge of the nose. There are some other things to look for on these as well. Some double die reverses. It's like 3. Now, this one has the doubled designer's initials. You may be able to find that one. The real purpose of this video, though, is some confusion regarding the wide AM reverse on the 1988. There's been a lot of questions asked. It's very confusing because the Cherry Picker's Guide lists this coin in wide AM varieties. Technically it is a wide AM, but it's supposed to be. That is the normal reverse of the 88. It should be a wide AM. What you need to look for on the reverse is the enhanced designer's initials. Now you can see this guy found one in 2007. That's a long time after this coin was minted in 88. So there are things out there that people just have not found yet. And that's why it's important to look at every coin, front and back. Now certain years I look at both sides, certain years I only look at one side, but at any rate, you should, if you want to be real thorough, you should look at every coin front and back. So the designer's initials, if you look, there's a flared G. This is actually the reverse of 89. It has a flare at the top of the leg. The leg extends all the way down, flush with the bottom. There's a bulb at the top of the G, and it also it comes back from the right side of the letter. It's not flush with the end of the letter. This is actually the reverse of 1989. That's when they started using this design. Fortunately for us variety collectors, they also used a few of these dies to finish the run on 1988. So you can find a 1988 or a 1988D with the reverse of 1989. This reverse that's showed right here is RDV006, Reverse Design Variety number 6 for the Lincoln Memorial Cent series. Should have started in 1989. Now, here's a better view. If you look at the picture on the left, that is RDV005. That was supposed to end in 1988. Okay, if you look at the G, you will see that the top of the G is flush with the right side of the letter. On the right picture, that's the reverse of 1989, which you can also find it on an 88, but there's a clear difference in the shape of the G. And the F as well. The F is also enhanced, but the important thing is to look at the gap. If you would draw a line on the right side of the G, straight up, there will be a gap on the 89 reverse in between the line. Now what I'm doing here is I'm showing you the leg of the G does not come down flush with the bottom. The top of the G is flush with the right. You see there's no gap there if you draw a line. Now on this one, if you drew a line straight up, you will see a gap. There's also the flare on the top of the leg. The leg extends all the way down, flush with the bottom. That gap is really important. If you see some really poor strikes on 89, that G looks similar to the one on the left. Notice the F also has these bulbs, I call them, on the end of the letter. Spacing is a little bit different between the letters and the memorial as well, but the biggest way to tell the difference is that gap between the right side of the letter and the top of the letter. Another good site I like to reference quite a bit is VarietyVista.com. This link here actually shows the different memorial reverse designs for the Lincoln Cent, starting in 1959. Goes through RDV 001, which was the first. This area here shows you why they were changed, or what was changed about each design. But number 1 started in 1959, ran through 1968. Notice it's also a wide AM. That is normal for these years. Now we go to number 2, slight change to the designer's initials. Started in 1969, ran through 1972. All mints. Notice also still wide AM. Number 3 is 1973, number 4, 74 through 85, number 5. This is the normal reverse for 88. Wide AM. And look at the designer's initials. Ran from 86 through 88. All mints. Now, reverse design variety number 6. You'll see 88 is also listed here. This is the variety you want to look for. It has the enhanced designer's initials. Once again though, still a wide AM. Ran from 89 through 92, and a few 88s and 88Ds got in there as well. Now you'll notice 1980 or 98 through 2000 is also listed here. This is your wide AM coins that you're looking for. 1998, 99, and 2000 wide AM. This is the variety. Normal reverse for 98 through 2000 would be close AM. You'll see here, now we're at the close AM, reverse design variety number 7. 1992 should have been a wide AM, if you see it's up here, but once again they used the wrong die for the reverse in a few instances, and you got a 92 close AM, both 92 and 92D. And now here's another one. Oh, I'm sorry, 98 and 99S proofs also have this close AM. They should have been a wide AM. Those are proofs. Now we have number 8 here. This is a strengthened right memorial step. Notice it's 1971, yet it's reverse design variety number 8. My guess is they found this late after 2008 maybe, and they couldn't make it number 2 or number 3 because they had already been established. So this is number 8. You probably won't notice any difference on these from the normal one. Okay, now let's click these links. I want to show you something. There were 7 different dies for the 1990 or 88 with the reverse of 89. So you can actually click on these links and you can narrow it down to which die actually made this coin. So I think that's really cool. So there are 7 recognized dies used to make this coin. This just happens to be die number 1, and it shows you some different die markers on there. There's die number 7. So 7 different dies used to make the 88 with the reverse of 89, and that's the Philadelphia Mint. Now we'll go back here and we will check out the D, Denver Mint. Looks like only 3 different dies have been recognized for the 88D with reverse of 89. So once again, you can go through those and you can actually figure out exactly which die was used to make your coin. So I hope this was informative for you folks, and if you watched the original version of this video, the audio was all messed up, so I had to redo it. I want to thank you for joining me, and come back, and any questions, please feel free to add them in the comment section below, and hope to see you again. Thank you.